Good morning. So it's like 8 a.m. on Wednesday, and it's going to be hot today. It's going to get like 89 in full sun. So I thought I would get a early start and start planting our garden. My husband rototilled a couple areas for me last night, and Lydia is going to come over, my husband's sister. She's going to come over and help me plant in a couple hours. She's going to come around 10. So before she gets here, I've been just kind of like prepping. So I took over all the celosia, the first one that we're going to plant first. So I took those over to the garden area where we're going to plant, which was like 32 trays, I think. But as I was doing that, I was thinking, okay, well, I guess I'll maybe record a video of it. And then I thought, well, maybe I'll do show you the greenhouse, like an update on the greenhouse too, where we're at, because hopefully in the next couple of days I'm going to have all of it cleared out. It's kind of a mess right now, but so I'm going to kind of show you around quick the greenhouse and what I've been working on yesterday and what I'm going to plant today in my area. Start with the bench. We used to have plastic over these round things, but since it's nice and warm now, we don't need the plastic to keep the heat in anymore. So my husband took the plastic off of all that. So the Cleome, it is coming up good. We actually ended up having to get different seed because the first one that we got didn't turn out. But these are looking good, ready to plant. So that's all Cleome. We did some more just a little bit ago, more Cleome, some straw flower, Scabiosa, Victoria Blue. We just did those 6, so those aren't ready yet. These poppies, 1, 2, 3, I think. Those I'm going to put in my perennial garden just to see how they do this year. That's a perennial. This one, and then those 2 back there. Eucalyptus came up kind of okay, hit and miss on that one. I'm not going to plant that quite yet, maybe next week. I don't even know what that is. Orlea lace. This is new to me this year, so that looks like it's ready. A couple trays of that. Those right there, that's for my sister. She likes the big begonias, the bigs. They're really, really slow growing and they don't seed very well. They're very hard to seed. We probably should have did like a double or a triple seed on that, but anyway. Our zinnias, those are all of our zinnias, different colors. And then let's see, what do we got here? I don't know what this one is. This one's new to me this year. Never did that one before. I'm not even gonna attempt to pronounce that. Ageratum blue bouquet, and I did a red too. I've never done red before, so we'll see what that's like. Don't know what that one is. This one's new to me this year. This one's also new, never done this one before. Nigella, maybe it's called. And then the snaps are just dying to be planted. Oh my goodness, look at that. It's just like so ready to be planted. So those are going in today, all the snaps. These are just some things that I take cuttings from. So these are all the cuttings that are growing. And then I'm gonna swoop around here. And then this is, these right here, this line right there, that's all Jessica's, my sister's. Those are impatiens. She does, what does she do? Beacon. She likes beacon. We did different impatiens for her. So she's gonna come pick those up soon to plant in her yard. And then we did some, I don't know what this is. Gumfrina, and it looks like salvia and some other stuff. Oh, dahlia way back there. Dahlia. So I'm gonna plant, I gotta plant all this, and then all this amaranthus. All that's different kinds of amaranthus. I'm gonna plant all that today too. We'll see how far I get. It's gonna be pretty hot out today, so all that's got to get planted besides Jessica's impatiens. And then all the stuff I just showed you on the bench still has to get planted not all of it's ready yet. But then, I know I'm kind of jumping around here, sorry. This area, our mess, our trash that I haven't cleaned up, and then I've been just like making cement pots right here, so it's a mess, but I'll clean it up once I have some time and get to that point. And then back here are our house plants, which I know you've already seen before, but we do just different varieties of house plants for the market. A little 4-inch size, and then a bigger 7-inch size, different varieties. They're growing in good. These I planted for a customer at the market. She wanted 12 cement pots, about that size she wanted, and all different types of house plants. So that's what I came up with for her, and we're letting them grow, and I'm gonna bring them in a couple weeks when they're ready. And then our succulents, I went through this yesterday. This is what I spent my whole day on yesterday, was cleaning up the succulents. So I got all these in good shape to pick from to take to market. I'll just kind of blow through here. They're not like that organized, but they are good enough for me for picking out, you know. And then this is where I kind of like pick out and make, you know, the stuff, pick out from the plug trays there. So kind of a mess, but it's fine. It works for me. These 3 I took cuttings off of yesterday. So that's kind of what that area looks like from there. And then this is what I did yesterday, this whole section. I planted all these. Oh, I forgot to water those last night. Oh, look how big this one is. I couldn't believe that. I put those all by themselves. I thought that was kind of cool. They're like trees. They're so big. So I planted all these yesterday. All these cute little plants. Oh my gosh. See this llama? A girl at the market last week, she brought me that llama, and she's like, can you plant this for me? And I said, oh, I would love to. So I'm gonna let that root in for a couple weeks and then bring it back to her, and hopefully she likes it. I thought it was kind of cute. So that's not mine, that's somebody's. These are kind of cute. They got like a little, I don't know, they're a little different than the other ones. But anyway, and then I did this whole batch of cement pots, which is like 40 cement pots that I made last week. I planted them all up yesterday, and then took cuttings on all of these, whatever that is, 8 trays, and then a little bit more. That's for the internet. I keep that separate. That's what I have on mine. So that's what I worked on yesterday all day, was succulents. So that's kind of a tour of the greenhouse as of where we're at right now. And then I want to show you the where we're gonna plant and what my husband rototilled for us. So if you like walk out of the greenhouse right here, there's like a little path, and then it goes up to our house like this. Kind of just walking through the woods here. And then we have our wood burner here in our pool. I cleaned that out the other day. Wow, that was a mess. The tarp fell off of it this past winter, and so when we went to clean it out, it was like I'm not kidding you, like hundreds of tadpoles. It's really loud, the pump, because I need to get a new pump. That's my perennial garden. But anyway, it was pretty disgusting, but my pump is so loud. I'm gonna turn it off. It's on its last leg. It's we got the pool from Walmart like 5 years ago, and the pump's been going strong. So anyway, okay, so I just have been with my wagon, brought over all the celosia and like lined it up by variety. I think it's like 32 trays or whatever. And then last night my husband rototilled us this area. So that's where we planted like a couple weeks ago. And then this is the area where we're gonna plant today. I'll kind of show you from this angle. So there's the garden that, you know, we already planted, and then it kind of wraps around and goes kind of behind the wood burner, I guess. And so that's the area that we're gonna plant today. So I kind of got that prepped for this morning. And then I'll show you the next area that we're going to plant next, which is, we'll walk over here again. This. So it's like you walk out the greenhouse door, and then you could, I don't know if you can tell, like that darker spot, rectangle shape or whatever, that's where he rototilled for us last night. And so then we're just gonna make 2 rows here. 1 row, 2 row, and a walkway, you know, and then that's a walkway, and that's kind of a walkway in the woods. So then that's what we're gonna plant after we finish that one behind the wood burner. We're gonna start here. Then eventually, maybe tomorrow, I'm probably jumping the gun here, but this all has to get rototilled still. But then we do this whole thing all flowers too on the other side of the greenhouse, but this isn't ready yet. Just those other 2 where I showed you. I have a little area between like the cosmos that I didn't have enough the other, like a couple weeks ago when I was planting. So I have this like, it's called Love in a Puff. Never done it before. So I'm gonna do, I was thinking about doing this Love in a Puff right here. Because I only have 1 tray of it, and I think this will fit here. So that's what I'm gonna work on. Well, I'm not sure how that happened, but it turned out the perfect space amount, like where the cosmos were to where the cosmos start again, that little section, it turned out perfect. So that's good. So now I'm gonna get my rope ready and start planting this square section with the celosia. Well, I got 1 tray done. I'm working on my second one. They pull out pretty good. This is what the root looks like on it. So they grow pretty straight up. So I know I'm kind of putting them close together, but they grow pretty straight up, and 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm doing 5 in a row. So it's okay, I think, if I put them a little close together, and I cut on them pretty hard every week, so they don't get too out of control. So I think this will be okay. We'll see. This kind is called something about fire. Is it forest fire? It's really pretty. It's like a really cool, like neon red almost. It's really pretty. You can kind of see the stems are red or pink, you know. Well, we got 1 row done. That row right there, that's kind of like the darker dirt where I planted. But I wanted to show you this. So at the end of it, there's some foxglove that I wasn't planning on coming back next year, or this year. This is 3rd year, and it's supposed to only come back 2 years, so that's a pleasant surprise. So we got that going for us. So I just like left them there and then planted the celosia next to it. So now I'm gonna keep going. My knees are already killing me. So I think I might run in and get my old volleyball knee pads. Well, it's 8:30 in the morning and I'm already hot. So I went downstairs and I got my old volleyball knee pads. I used to play volleyball in high school and my knees are already killing me. I only did one row and they're already killing me. So I thought, well, time to break out the knee pads. They help a little bit, you know, not so direct on your kneecap. So hopefully that'll be, oh yeah, that's a lot better. So, okay, well, I'm just gonna continue to do this. I got my rope ready, all lined up, so it kind of gives me a little bit of a guide so I don't like get done planting and the row's like curved over. So it kind of keeps me in check, which is kind of nice. But I usually try to do a row big enough to where I can cut on both sides. I can reach the flowers. Like if I'm standing here, I can reach in and cut the flowers. And then same thing on this side, I can reach in and cut the flowers. So that's kind of how I determine how big I should make my row, depending on how far I can reach my scissors, you know. But sometimes they're smaller, sometimes they're bigger, depending on the area too. So my husband also told me last night that watering is going to be really important today. So he set me up a sprinkler to where when I'm done with this, all I'm going to do is turn the water on, you know, the hose, and start watering the whole thing. So I wanted to get a good start on it before the sun came up and really started hitting it. So it'd be really cool if I could get it all planted before they start wilting and I can just run the sprinkler on it. But if I get like extremely hot and I can't take it anymore, I think I might turn the and the plants need it too. I think I might turn the sprinkler on and just plant while the sprinkler's running and just get hit with the sprinkler. It might feel good. So we'll see if we get to that point, if I get extremely hot and can't take it. I usually try to plant as much as I can until I'm like so hot that I need to stop and take a drink. So we'll see how far we get. Good morning. So it's the next day. Yesterday when I was planting the garden behind me, I got this one done in pretty good time. But then when I went to do the next one to record, it was so extremely hot. Like there was like full sun, pushing 90 degrees. And my phone was said temperature and it like wouldn't work. So it was just like way too hot to make a video yesterday. Like my phone literally wouldn't let me record. So I apologize. I wasn't able to film the other section that I planted yesterday, but I just wanted to give you an update on how it went. So it went really well. Everything that I planted in back of me, I'll do a close-up too so you can see better, but is all celosia. I brought over a whole bunch of trays of celosia and I ended up not having enough space to plant all the trays that I brought over. So I was a little shocked by that. I was like, I really thought they were all gonna fit, but they didn't. But anyway, So I brought them over to the other garden where I'll show you where I planted yesterday when it was just too hot. It was like, it was so hot, like I was down planting for so long, and then I'd stand up and I like didn't feel good for a while, after I stand up. It was that bad because of the heat, but I got through it, and I got it done. So it was a good feeling. I'm still a little off this morning. I feel tired. My body is so sore. My legs, everything's so sore. My hands, because I planted so much yesterday. So anyway, but I got it done. So let me show you close up. I got the sprinkler going. I hope it's not too loud, but I'll kind of show you what we did. I did 6 rows of celosia, which goes, there's a tree right there, but it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know if you can kind of see, but I'm kind of gonna just walk each row so you can kind of see. But I did, they're all celosia, different kinds of celosias. They look like that. They're just little, yet, but I think they'll grow okay. So I did all this. And so now this garden, this is our main big garden. This one is done, officially planted. It feels so good to have it completed. So this big one is done, and looking forward to watching it grow. I'll get it from this angle a little bit. So that's what I did, this big section yesterday. And I did good. I beat the heat. This wasn't bad at all to do. It was just the next one over by the greenhouse I'll show you that was pretty hard and intense because of the heat. So anyway, all right, let's go over there and I'll show you that one that I did. This is the other one that I planted today. It was all full sun, or yesterday, sorry. Yesterday, it was just all full sun here when I got to it, and it was pretty intense, but I got it done. Looking back, I don't really know what I was thinking. I probably should have done an aisleway right here, because this was hard to plant, like moving back and forth, up and down so much. So I think that probably shouldn't have been as hard if I would have made another row. But anyway, so we finished up the celosia that I couldn't fit into that other part here in the first section. And then we went into, that's another type of celosia. It's flamingo feathers, I think. It's really pretty. It's like a light pink. And then we went into snaps. They were so big, they definitely needed to get planted. So they're falling over, but once they get established, they will perk right up straight and be fine. So that's not really a big deal. All these over here are all gumfarina, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's gumfarina, or it very well could be flamingo celosia. And then the rest of it, so that's like snaps, the ones that are falling over, and then the rest of it all the way back into, like, the rest of the garden is all different types of amaranthus, or amaranth. I don't know if it's called amaranth or amaranthus, but anyway, so that's all amaranthus. I just probably should have made another row here. I know I'll be fine cutting it. It was just pretty intense going all the way across in a row, because I have to keep backing myself up and then keep moving myself forward. So it was pretty intense in the heat, but whatever, I got it done. So that's pretty much it. It's pretty long. It's the whole length of the greenhouse, which the greenhouse is 100 feet long. So that's that gives you an idea of how long it is. It's 100 feet. So, okay. All right, well, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day, and I hope you enjoyed watching me somewhat plant a little bit in the morning, and then an update on how it turned out. Sorry again, I couldn't film me planting this part. It was just my phone was not having it, and it was just kind of too hot, but whatever, I got it done. So now it'll be fun to see, you know, how it grows in, and see what they look like when they start blooming. I'm excited. All right, have a great day. See you next time. Bye.